how do you pay it forward? Anytime you become successful, you may get the trophy, but it's always a team effort. There's always more than just one person. And you know what? One of the big things that happens when we tend to when we pass a certain milestone or something, it's like, well, it's all about you. No, it's not always about you. And one of the things I learned in corporate America and being a top-level salesperson and performer, that you always want to keep your eye on the prize and pay success forward. So my server, after he made his recommendation, he had mentioned that's what I want. I'm saving up to get that ribeye, and he had it in his whole mind. And I'm thinking, all right, I remember what it's like to be a server, serving people food that looks incredible and not being able to afford it or whatever. So I asked the manager, and I was like, what's this guy's name? And I just asked him for a gift certificate. So instead of this guy having to work to save up money to come eat at a restaurant he's serving people like myself at, I just decided to buy him his own meal. And guys, I'm sharing this on Instagram, but even if I hadn't made 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, that's the kind of person I've always been. You always want to pay success forward. It's how you treat people. It's how you treat people. The least of us. I'm sitting in there, people running in and out, and this guy's working his butt off. And I didn't need to get into his personal story, but I know it's been hard for people, and to come back and to hear a man say, you know what, my goal is to just have what you're having on a Tuesday. Come on, man. Guys, never get too big or too into yourself that you forget how important something like that is. And I went and told his manager the reason I bought it for him was because he was an excellent servant, did an excellent job. And we're so used to people not even caring about us or looking at us. He seemed like he was a little shocked, did not know how to take that somebody was actually, care. Guys, remember, that's something else that makes you a high-value man. It's not just about the money in your pocket. It's not about the clothes on your back, the fragrance on your body, your frames, your fragrance, your footwear. It's not about how many women you can get in bed. It's not about how many trophies you can get. And, personally, I think there's a moral compass. It's how you treat people. Do I now? Oh, come on, go ahead. You guys got to remember to treat people well. And I'm a firm believer when, paying things forward. You have a good night, man. Yeah, you too. That's the manager. I'm a firm believer that it's the little things. I don't know how active you guys are in your life helping other people, but never get so big to where you can't do something for somebody who doesn't expect it and can't return it. I judge a man, personally the men in my life, I judge people on what they can do for people who cannot help them. Okay? Now that doesn't have to be something you live by, but that's something I live by. You really want to see the character of a person, see how they interact with people who have nothing to offer them.